Hi, my name is Lourdes Ortega. I'm psychotherapist and emotional coach, and I welcome you to my channel and my program, A New Awakening. Today we'll be in the space of opinions to a special guest. He is a smart, intelligent, and visionary man who will share with us the extensive work experience. So, welcome today at the program, Larry. I have for you a couple of questions. The first questions can be, in all your extensive experiences in working, what kind of companies you have worked and what job position did you do?
Hello, Lourdes, and thank you for this opportunity to be able to talk about who I am and what I do. 4 decades ago, I started working in a precision sheet metal fabrication and machining shop as a laborer, and I've worked my way all the way up through all of the different things, including director of production and the like, up to vice president and general manager. That has been an exciting journey for me, and I've enjoyed every step of the way. The companies that I've worked for produce parts and assemblies and machine parts and the like for high technology companies that require high precision. By high precision I mean if you take a hair and you split that hair 10 times. That's the precision to which we work. It includes parts built for rocket ships, for space stations and space laboratories, and parts that go into computers and networks and things as brutal and big as tanks and as small as little biomedical devices. My customers include biomedical companies, biotechnology companies, the Department of Defense and their subcontractors, and other customers that I'm not allowed to say their names. So we'll leave it at that.
The second question would be, in these companies that you work and in the current company that you work, is there a medical product? Could you give me an example, please? Thank you so much for all your answers, Larry.
That's a good question. Some of the parts that we build, one of the projects in which I was involved in was for an RFID refrigerated cabinet that held medical drugs that were used to save lives. In this particular case, it was hemophiliacs, which when a hemophiliac goes to the hospital, they need a particular drug right away in order to stop the bleeding. Unfortunately, the drug itself is very expensive, and the carrying cost for the inventory of that drug, because it has to be refrigerated and it can be spoiled if it's left out too long, the carrying cost is very expensive. So hospitals are not prone to carry that medicine. They carry a minimal amount, and not all hospitals do. So if a patient showed up, they would have a choice: either transport the patient to a hospital that had the medicine or get the medicine transported to the hospital. And in one scenario, one year, that transport cost was over $20 million. What we devised were refrigerated medical cabinets that managed the inventory across the internet. So the hospital and the drug manufacturer could tell wherever the drug was. And because of that, they were able to say, we will make more of the drug and make it more available, and you only pay for it when you use it. Well, in that scenario, the other issue was that if you had a patient from a gunshot wound or from a stroke, that medicine also helped in those conditions. But there was called a non-formulary use, non-standard use. And in that case, it actually helped. It helped Ariel Sharon in Israel because he was able to get the medication within 45 minutes. Those are the kind of differences that are made. So that's one example. Another example was when I was working with a company that built a particular machine for HIV/AIDS testing, and it had to go to Africa. And as we know, Africa is not a rich continent and not wealthy at all. And because of that, we had to figure out how to design cost out of the testing system. And I worked with that, so they were able to do that for the people in Africa. To me, that's a part of what saving lives is about. Yes, the current company that I have now, that I work in now, makes parts for biomedical and biotechnology companies. And because of that, they're given an exception, considered essential and allowed to work. This includes making parts that go to surgical robots that, and the like, as well as testing companies. And one of our customers actually is working 24 hours around the clock trying to make more testing machines available, and we're a part of that process. And I'm very proud to say that it's making a difference in trying to flatten the curve in the current environment. Because the reality is everybody will be able to work when everybody's been tested. So that's the critical need. Thank you for this opportunity to be able to talk about who I am and what I do, and I wish you well. God bless you. Bye now.
Thank you, Larry, for all your answer. I'm glad to see you and hear you again. Thank you for this special interview. Maybe we see at the next time. I am Lourdes Ortega. I'm psychotherapist and emotional coach. Welcome to my channel and my program, A New Awakening. Have a good day. Bye.